The puppet and the strings. Why we crave control but fear freedom. Pizzaverse psychological documentary. The hands that hold the strings. There's something poetic about control. Everybody wants it. Nobody really has it. We build schedules, plans, relationships. All of it's just our way of saying, if I can predict the next move, maybe I won't get hurt this time. But life don't play by your rules, sweetheart. You think you're the puppeteer, and one day you wake up and realize you've been the puppet all along. The boss, the lover, the system, the algorithm, they all pull in strings. And we dance, pretending we chose the song. This ain't about weakness. It's about survival, how the human mind clings to illusion just to keep the fear quiet. We say we want freedom, but freedom means responsibility. And most people ain't built for that kind of weight. Control, the brain's favorite lie. The brain's an old machine trying to drive a modern world. Evolution didn't give us truth, it gave us comfort. See, when something unpredictable happens, your brain lights up like a 5-alarm fire. The amygdala screams danger, and your prefrontal cortex rushes in like a tired negotiator saying, relax, I can fix this. That's where control's born, in the cracks between chaos and calm. We plan, predict, overthink, not because we like order, but because we're terrified of the alternative. Control is the illusion that keeps the panic from setting in. It's the brain whispering, if I can manage it, maybe I can survive it. But the truth? You can control your effort, not the outcome. You can steer, but you can't stop the storm. The trauma blueprint, when chaos raises you. For some people, control ain't a luxury, it's a defense mechanism. When you grow up in chaos, screaming households, absent parents, constant instability, you learn early that predictability equals safety. So you start controlling everything, your grades, your friends, your body, your emotions. Every detail becomes a fortress. And if something goes wrong, you don't grieve, you blame yourself, 'cause talking blame still feels like control. That's trauma talking. That's the nervous system saying, I'll never be powerless again. But here's the tragedy. The same armor that kept you safe starts suffocating you. You can't grow when you're too busy guarding yourself. You can't love when every hug feels like a potential ambush. Control protects you from danger, but it also blocks you from connection. Control and love, the invisible leash. In relationships, control's a shapeshifter. Sometimes it's jealousy dressed up as passion. Sometimes it's fear wearing the mask of concern. You check their phone, you overanalyze every silence, you demand loyalty before you've even earned trust. That ain't love, that's panic management. It's saying, if I can control you, maybe you won't leave. But love ain't a leash, sweetheart. It's a dance. You hold too tight, you kill the rhythm. You let go too fast, you lose the step. The art's in the balance, trust in someone enough to move without a map. Real love ain't about possessing someone. It's about choosing, and freely, every day, without chains. The social control game. Society runs on control, not with guns or whips, with expectations. From the time you're a kid, you're told who to be. Get good grades, get the job, buy the house, post the picture. Every milestone's a string, every should a knot. We internalize it so deep, we start controlling ourselves. Our own minds become the puppeteer. That's what psychologists call internalized authority. You don't need the boss yelling. You already yell at yourself. You don't need a prison. You built one in your head. Freedom's scary 'cause it means fasten a question nobody wants to answer. If nobody's telling me what to do, who the hell am I? Power and paranoia. Now here's the sick twist. The more control you get, the more afraid you become of losing it. That's why dictators lose sleep, CEOs burn out, influencers melt down. They ain't free, they're hostages to their own image. Power without peace is just pressure with better clothes. You start guarding every move, every word, every look. 'Cause one slip means losing everything. True control ain't about domination. It's about direction. It's leading yourself when the world starts spinning. You can't conquer chaos. You can only navigate it. Freedom, the terrifying gift. Freedom ain't all sunshine and jazz music, kids. It's heavy. It's walking without a map and trust in your own 2 feet. Most people say they want it. But what they really want is a version that still comes with instructions. That's why cults exist. Why bad relationships survive. Why we follow people who promise certainty. Freedom is raw. It's naked. It's you standing in front of the mirror with no excuses left. It's terrifying, but it's the only way you ever truly meet yourself. The art of surrender. Now here's the paradox. The real strength lies in surrender. Not the roll over and quit kind. The spiritual surrender. The kind where you accept reality as it is, not how you wish it was. You stop fighting the tide and start swimming with it. You stop trying to fix people and start loving and where they're at. You stop begging the past to change and start building from the rubble. That's freedom. That's peace. You ain't losing control, you're losing the illusion that you ever had it. Bambi's word to the wise. Listen, kids, the world's a stage, yeah, but you don't gotta be the puppet or the puppet master. You just gotta stop mistaking control for security. The strings ain't there to hold ya, they're there to test if you're ready to cut them. So when life pulls at you, when it all feels out of your hands, don't panic. That's the universe reminding you to move, not manage. You ain't here to dominate the storm. You're here to dance in it. And remember, the real strength ain't in the hand that pulls the strings. It's in the heart that learns to let go. If this one hit something in ya good, means the gears are still turning. The world's full of puppets, full of noise, full of people mistaken control for purpose, but not you, kid. You're here. You're thinking. So do me a favor if you felt this, if you saw yourself in that marionette struggling to cut the strings, don't just scroll past. Hit that subscribe button like you're breaking a bad habit. Smash like for every time you let go and found peace instead of panic. And drop a comment telling me what your freedom looks like. This ain't just a show, it's a conversation. The Pizzaverse ain't about being perfect. It's about fasten the mirror, owning your mess, and walking out smarter than you came in. So keep your head sharp, your heart steady. And remember, control's the illusion, but growth? That's the rebellion. And cupcakes, we just cut another string.